Breeze now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down, Cousins. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And right with it here over the middle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Cousins now on second down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Cousins. And that is incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder those plays because they were successful in getting 3, or do you go to another section of your playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. That's complete to Meredith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go. Get set, get set. Kill.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Get set. Easy, kill. Here we go. Sammy.
Ingram again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Get set. 0-2. Hey, kill.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
21. 12. 12.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And complete right side, the tight end Rudolph. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's right. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Good set. Hey. Got three. Got it.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Yellow lady. 36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Emerson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. first down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 19 yards that time for number 19. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Handoff comes to Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Room to run past midfield. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roll now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 73 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Get set, get set. You got 4.
On second down, Ingram. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Breeze to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Get set. Hey, 4 down. 13,
To throw, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. Three down. 52's the mic.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go.
Second down, Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yellow. The hut. Ready.
From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Cousins now on second down. And that's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 69 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Let's go. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Hey, clicker.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Breeze now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Everson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check. Switch.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Under.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the gun on third down, Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Watson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 12, 12. Good set, good set, good set.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Good set, good set.
Now Breeze. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Back to throw, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Hey, two.
Breeze to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump.